Good evening, all. So it's already 6:04. So we would be waiting for a few more minutes for rest of the people to join us. Then we'll be starting our meeting sharp at 16 p.m. So good evening, all, and thank you for being here with us today. This is Panisha, and I welcome you all to one of the biggest events of GDSC's, that is the Flutter Festival of 2002. Flutter Festival is a community-led event where developers can join to learn and explore Google technologies, especially Flutter and Dart, and have hands-on cross-platform app development. This will cover both Firebase and cloud, where developers can join to learn the fundamentals of Google technologies and contents. And not just this, you'll also take part in our upcoming puzzles and games and get a chance to win exciting prizes. So now let me introduce you all to our facilitator, Mr. Ayush Kejriwal. He will be guiding us throughout the journey and give us insights regarding the Flutter Festival and how to get started with the cross-platform app development. So please, Ayush Kejriwal, here you go.
So hello guys, I'm Ayush Kejriwal and I'm the facilitator to this Flutterfest. So let me share the screen and let's get started here. So is the screen visible, Manisha? Can you confirm it?
You're absolutely visible. You can go ahead.
I guess my camera is stuck. Let me do it again. So mm, how many of you know Flutter? Flutter is an open source platform by Google. So let's get started with that. Today we'll learn what is Flutter and basics of Dart. Basically, what Dart is. Flutter uses Dart programming language to mm, like build a cross-platform app. So let's go. So what is Flutter? Flutter basically is a cross-platform app development platform where you can develop phone apps, web apps, uh, Windows apps, Mac OS apps, embedded apps, and many things. Like everything you all heard of, like anything you have heard of, Flutter will run over there. So, and it is powered by Dart programming language, which is optimized as well for that. So, it is a UI toolkit, and in Flutter you can see like every device, every size. It doesn't matter; it will run and you can make the code your code responsive and it will run beautifully. So What is the core pillars of Flutter? There, it is fast, it is productive, beautiful, open, and portable. So you can write a code once and run it everywhere. It's not Java, like write once run everywhere, but actually it is like write one code and run over multiple platforms. So if you go for native development for all like for Mac, you will develop in Xcode and like Xamarin and all over other things, so it will be complicated to reach over the end. In Flutter you build one app and you can run it over everywhere, so that's the illustration over there you can see. So what are the features of Flutter? So let's say okay, sorry. Modern and reactive framework uses Dart programming language, which is easy to learn. Like if you know Java or JavaScript, it is very easy for you to cope up with that. So you can learn it very easy. We will see in further fast development. Like you can develop one page app or two page app within a second. We will show that in the next session how to build that. Today we'll focus on the Dart basics, so you can like master it over a period of time, and then we will, as you understand the Dart, we will get over to Flutter then. So same thing written over there, who widget category. So basically in Flutter everything is a widget. You let's say you are seeing this screen. If you have to build this in a Flutter, so the feature of Flutter, sorry, so that text is also a widget for them, and the blue box you are seeing, that is also a widget. Then background it is there, so everything works as a widget, as a stack. Like once there is a background, then we have a blue container over there, and then we have text over it. So that's the whole flow of it. And all the Flutter apps are high performant. Like it is competing with the native development as well. So you can, if you have used native development, then you can compare it with it, like how it is working and things. So Flutter is fast. Take the speed limiter of your app. Like it is so far, it is like lightweight and fast, and it can use its core functionality of the mobile development platforms, like camera and things, which is too easy to integrate within the app, and it is fast as well. So productivity, see, you this app you are seeing here over here, it is the basic app that Flutter provides you. So you just create a project and your first app is ready actually. So we'll see that in the next session. And you can build this kind of beautiful UIs over there. So it depends on the, like, sky is the limit for the UI thing. You can create any UI you want with like minimal thing. Has a core animation, and it can be made using Flutter. So yes, and Flutter is open source. If you find any like bugs over in the Flutter, so you can just go there in the Flutter community and like ask for that. Is this bug resolved? Or you can create an issue and it will be resolved within a period of time. Like they see very frequently how the, like you can see there are pull requests and issues over there. There is 1K plus issues. They resolve it regularly with the update. So it is maintained by the community only. So it's very helpful. So what does it support? So with iOS, there is Android, Web, Windows, Mac, Linux, and Fuchsia. Fuchsia is the upcoming OS developed by Google. They are planning to replace the Android. Let's not go over there. It's a altogether different topic. Now let's see the advantages and disadvantages of this Flutter. So advantages is the write single code base and you can run it over in any device. Basically, you have seen before, like full control of each pixel. Like I can see every pixel of the screen. I can design it according to me, and that's the like core feature of Flutter. Sorry, like hot reload, it is there. So hot reload is a thing. If you have developed any website or thing, like when you change a bit, it will reload the thing. In Flutter, it is there hot reload, like it will only change that element which you have changed. So it is very easy and very efficient for you to write a code and run it within a seconds, and it is like beautiful thing you will see in the upcoming sessions. And very less testing required, since it is all null safe. Like we will talk more about it, null safety, in future videos. So it is like very less testable and it gives very less errors. So what are the disadvantages? So if you go with React Native or something, it is you know JavaScript, so you will not have to learn a new language and you can start with that. But here you have to learn Dart, so that is a thing. And UI and logic are intermixed. So basically, you can cut out the app logic in different parts using state managers. But in at the starting, when you learn Flutter, you will see that if you are building an app, like you are, let's say you are building a counter app, that's the basic app of the Flutter. You will see there is, in same class or in same page, you are also writing the logic as well, and the UI part as well. So that will see, we can, like we can counter that with the state management tools. So we will see later. And in this, you have to make the design responsive, like since it caters to the larger audience. And here you can like for every screen you have to build, like if the screen size goes smaller, then you have to change it, and that all things. So and so everything is a widget, I have already told. So basically there is a C++ engine at the base, and then above that we have a Dart thing. So first material app, it is there. So material or Cupertino is for iOS and material is for Android. So you can use either of them. So they have uh, they set the base up, and then you continue to build apps over that. They set the you have a skeleton, and then you can continue with making the body for the app. So there are widgets, then it's rendering for animation, painting, gestures, and foundation. So we'll do this in the next thing. So how to install Flutter? I will not show the demo as I already have Flutter. If you need, you can like comment down. So we'll do it in the next stream. I will reinstall it for you, but I will give you all the roadmap to install it. So you have to go to the URL. This I will just uh, go through it as well to show you. So there is a Windows install thing. You can directly search over Google like Windows install Flutter, and this article will come up. This is from officially from the Flutter team, and there are the basic requirements you need to fulfill for running the Flutter ID and all things. So you will just download this and extract it and save it to the C drive of your file inside the users. And as stated, you can do it, and then you will set the path for that. Let's come over here again. So here you can see like unzip and include it in the path. And then you have to run Flutter Doctor. Flutter Doctor is a tool where Flutter give you the all things that you have it or not. Like if there is Android Studio is must for Flutter. So if you don't have, it will show an error that it is not there, and you can see the error over there and you can resolve it. Like if it's not there, you install it and then again run Flutter Doctor. If Flutter Doctor gives all okay, then you can go ahead with the Flutter thing. So here I have the screenshot of my Flutter thing. So here you can see Flutter Docker. If you're not able to see, can I zoom it? I don't think so. No, I can't zoom it. So if you can see, there is a Flutter stable version 2.10 on, and then Android toolchain like ADB commands, then Chrome for web development, VS like for Windows, Virtual Studio actually C++ community build, that is for Windows development, and Android Studio VS Code. So these are all the things. Since all are there, no issues found, it will run Flutter like fluently. Then let's like these all are the things. You have to install the Flutter plugin in the Android Studio. All things are shown over here. You can see, like here it is, run Flutter Docker over terminal, and it will show like this HDK is not there. We will if you start by installing it. If you have an issue, comment down or in the our community in Telegram. You can ask over there. I will help you. What is issues are there? Everything is written over here. You just need to follow it. And like here is the Android licenses thing. Generally this is not accepted, so you have to do it manually. So there is a web setup and all other things. You can start it, and if you face issue, I will show you in the next uh, stream. So let's continue with the Dart basics. Okay. So what is Dart? Dart is object-oriented programming language with C style syntax, which can optionally translate compile into JavaScript. So basically, Dart can compile into JavaScript as well for the web version, as you have heard of web thing. And let's one second. Yeah. So there is a Dart pad over there, which is an online tool where you can run all the Dart commands and practice Dart. So we will go over there and let's explore it. So this code is written like you can see it is basic. If you have learned any programming language, if you know, then you can easily tell that this is a basic uh, thing. So let's run it and you can see the output here. You can also, there are documentation, and you can change the version, like change over to other Flutter versions and format the code, reset it, and all other things. So we learned that, and you can just practice over here. You can check other samples as well. Like these all are Flutter samples. You can like run the app over here as well. Let's like do this counter app. It's all uh, code are is written over here, and when we'll hit the run, it will run it over here. See, it is like how fast it is. Like it can run the code in the web as well, and here it's full-fledged running. So you can try out all other examples. So we are now focusing on the Dart thing. So let's see the Hello World app. So this is Hello World. You have already seen. You can increase normal for loop, normal main function, how to write function. It's all over there, and Fibonacci series. And this is the Fibonacci series with using recursion. So you can write anything you want, like normal programming language. What what you do in Flutter, what you do in Java is also you can do in Dart. So let's get back here. So how the packages are imported in Dart. So you have to write. We will see all this. I have actually an article from where I have also learned, and I have also like written over here. So let's go here. So here it is. So you can like it is the best article for Dart, learning Dart. It is by Jason Chu, and it gives you basic idea how the Dart programming language works, and you can like go through it, practice it. Like you will master Dart within a day or two. if you know other programming language. So you can see over here how this import thing is working. Like there is a package system in which we declare a package name, and then inside that we have a dart uh, family, like family of files from which you can pick. And you can pick if you have to use particular things, then as notation is also there. Or you want to use a particular widget only from the whole thing, so you have to do show and then use it. Similarly, like for Cupertino package, it is there. As I told, material and Cupertino are the basic packages. You have to like um, import it for running it. And then you have constants. These all are Flutter, like specific to Flutter, but in the Dart programming language, how we import other, like other files in that file. So that is it. Like you have a constant file in that directory, and how you can import it, that it is over there. Then how Flutter app runs, basic, like how it starts. So this is the command, not command, a piece of code which helps you do that. Run app. My app is your class where you will run the material app. As you can see, let's go with flut count. So you can see over here void main, then my app is whole different stateless widget. We will come towards stateless and stateful widget in the next stream. So this is it. And then we have over here comments, how to write comments. Like there is a single line comment, we can write single line code comment. Then we have like we have a particular you have multiple line comment, or you have to comment out a whole block of code. Then you can, just like Java, you can do this in Java as well. It is the same. Three line comment, like this comment will show you as the documentation of the like when you hover in, if you have used VS Code, you will see on hovering to the method name, you see many of the documentations. So you can y- write like that and it will show. I will show all of that in the next thing. Like I, here it is some, there are no comments, so leave it. And then there are long comments as well. You can use this lines to, like this, what you say, I don't remember that. Actually, you can use this to specify a particular code. They will be shown in the different syntax or different font, so you can see that how to implement that code. So that's it. Now let's go to data variables. There are dynamic, that is, you can change both implicit data and true value during runtime. So basically, when you run it, it will just, so it will change. Like for an instance, you have first stored a name over it, then you change to integer, it will change. So that's how dynamic works. But variable uses implicit data type. So if you are writing in quotes a string, then it will change where to string basically. But it is asked by Flutter community to use the specific data type as well. No, don't use where or dynamic. You can use const or final. It will help you like minimizing the code complexity, I can say. Or you can say like execution time you can control with using final. And that, let me just zoom it a little bit. So here it is also written like declare a data variable in explicit, like string int double. You can read this article. I will give you after the session. I will give in the comments as well. Okay. So there are string. You can you can write string just like JavaScript. You can use any of the thing, or Python, like single quote, double quote, anything is there. And same like any other programming language, you can use this. This concatenation of the string works directly using plus symbol, and you can use this operator for multi-line uh, address, like you have 2 3 lines, so you can use that. And now comes numbers. There is no float like Java in it, so there are only two numbers, integer or double. For double value it is there. Sorry. So you can write in the short way as well, and everything is like basic programming language. And then there is booleans. In this it is bool. Other programming language has boolean thing, and this is how it is. Then it is a list of arrays or lists. Okay, so list is basically a array thing. uh, Array, you define array, it is in Dart, it is list. So you can define a type of the list, like which type it is, or else you can just directly write uh, list equals to that. So all you can practice over here. So let me, like, you can just copy paste over the Dart pad. Mm, over, and I will run, actually I will print it as well. Print list. So it should print 1 2 3. So, oh, you need a method for admin. So it should run. Yeah. So you can see it is running, and number one you can also, so you can print directly. I'm not going that way. So you can just try, pick the code from here and try to run it over there. So you will have the grasp over Dart language. So here all the list thing is there. You can add the element after that, and multiple elements, remove the value, remove at last, all the reverse list, all basic functionalities are there. There is also a cascade thing. You can cascade, like cascade is a thing, you can spread the whole list in normal uh, multiple lists, multiple, sorry, not list, multiple elements. So you can do that. So if condition is also allowed inside the list, like if allowed 0, it will do that. Otherwise, it will not put 0 over there. So that you can play with that. Set is basic set. Like there will be no duplicate elements over here. So you can add, and like if it already there, already in the kind of list with unique elements, you can say that. So using final and const use, like fixes the list, and you can't change it in future. So it is basically like this is an invalid will return cause an error, because it is a constant and final thing. And yes, so map, you can merge two data types and make one. So here you can see like number, int and string. So first one is integer and second one is string. So you can create a map with that and use it, like get keys and key length. All basic functionalities are there. This one we generally use, so that is not a thing. Like we have, you use emojis from normal keyboard, it will accept that, because it has like UTF something it is said, so it has that. Mm, Symbols we can, uh, symbol, it is not very rapidly used, but you can explore over here. Data conversions, like normal you write in Java integer dot parse, here it is int dot parse, double dot parse. Or if you have string to string to string, all of things are there, like convert to string, number dot to string function. You can create a class and you can override that to string as well, just like you do in Java. So all things are here. Operators, like what all operators you can use over here. Plus, minus, into, divide, mod. So this thing gives integer output. It will not give double output. You can use that frequently to like you will not be bothered with that integer dot parse if you use this. And we have plus plus a minus minus a, that increment and decrement operators. You can use that. Equals operator, it is there. Not equals operator, greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to. Type test, you can use that. Reference number, there are particular reference number with that, but it is too hard to remember. You can just like google it anytime. Don't learn that. So here we have assignment operator, just like simple. We can run a value, so it will reassign it. So this one, let's discuss this. So double question mark means if it is null, then it will store the value, change the value to value. So if I don't initiate over here, like int simple semicolon, I will not initiate, so it will contain the null value. So if I then I put assign, I write this simple 2 actually. So then I write this and it checks. If it is null, then it will change the value. So you can try this in the Dartpad. It is working over there. And plus equals to, minus equals to, into, like all things are same as mostly similar to Java. You have all used that in Java language. So it is very easy to learn. As you can see, I am not going further. It is a long way. You can like right shift, left shift, everything is there. So basic programming language. I will link this article to the end. And okay, that's it, I guess. So let's, yeah, that's it. You can ask your questions down here. I can take some of them. Link to Manisha, are you here? Not come.
Yes, Priya. Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Ayush, and that was indeed an amazing presentation. The way you just explained everything, I hope our students are now pretty confident regarding the basics of Flutter and the related stuff. And yes, now those who are having any kind of query, feel free to drop your questions in the chat box so that our facilitator will reach each of you to get your queries clear.
Are there any previous questions which I have missed? Or
So, we will also be having the further events and challenges in our upcoming sessions. So, for now, you can just ask your queries regarding anything that our facilitator Ayush, Mr. Ayush Kejriwal just explained to all of you and get your queries cleared by him.
so Akhilesh, it's not a programming language. It is a framework which is built over Dart programming language. You can like I have also you can see in this, like first screen also only it's read that, like here it is. You can You guys don't have any questions? There are no questions upcoming. So next session will be focused on uh, basics of Flutter, and we will build a hands-on. Like you can see over here, there is a counter app, and we will continue with that. We will read this code and try to understand what it is, and we will like add another functionality. Like there is add, but add thing, we will also add the decrement part. Like you can decrease it also from there. So we'll build that in the next, and you will build with us as well. So be ready. We'll announce the date and time soon.
So the audience can come forward to put more questions if they have any kind of doubt or queries.
So I'm taking the question of Jyoti Raditya. So can it be used in place of JavaScript in WebDev, and it is flexible enough? Uh, yes, it can be used, but it is like currently it is not enough. Like you can't say you have full power with web. It is growing, and like my portfolio is also in Flutter. So I will show you just a second. I will show you the code as well for the that. It is open source. You can just go to my GitHub and see it. So this is made in Flutter. So there is no issue with that, but it needs some work with like it to compete with JavaScript. So yeah, that hope I hope that answers your question. You can see that code in my GitHub. I have also linked it over here. So yeah, so that site was is only built within a like span of 2 days. So it is fast enough to code. What are the different build modes in Flutter? So we'll talk in the next session about the build modes. So there, I will give you the basic ideas. So there is three build modes: debug, profile, and another one is like I don't remember that actually. Two of the main are debug and profile. So profile gives you the modes in which you can see the performance of the app, and like how it is running. Like in debug, there are a lot of state leaks and things for hot reload management, and in profile you don't have hot reload. You have always have to restart the app. It is just there to see the performance. Like uh, it Flutter has a tool, so you can use that. Can it be released? The release mode is not a mode. Like actually, it is used when you are exporting the Flutter to make an app APK. So you can use it to release your app to the public. In debug mode, the app size will be like far more, like 100 to 100 MB, and in release mode it will come down to 10-20 max. Yeah. So we'll see the release modes in upcoming streams. Like in next time we will just build the basic app and we'll show you how it releases. Which database is best for Flutter? So anything you use, there is no limit to use a database. You can use and any of them. If you are searching for a serverless, then I will say go for Firestore, and or you are searching for local, then I will say go for SQL. But you can choose any of them. All are good enough. There is no limitation with that. How would you execute code online only in debug mode? So I didn't understand your question exactly. Basically, in default, it runs in the debug mode so that you can use hot reload thing, and you can change the UI according to you in few seconds. You don't have to reload the app again and again to see the UI changes. And in profile mode, you just can see the performance of the app, like how it how much space it is taking, or how speed the data is loading, or network things. All tools are present over there. Dart dev tools it is called. It's not in the dart pad. So any more questions? Last time.
This was indeed an amazing session. I would like to convey my special thanks and appreciation to Mr. Ayush for managing the session so well and for giving us a roadmap to all our audiences regarding how to get started with Flutter and app development. I would like to thank all the participants who have attended the session and asked their queries and got their doubt cleared by our facilitator. And yes, Let me end the session by assuring that you will get to learn lots of things in our upcoming sessions and get a chance to work in team and enhance your skill set regarding cross-platform app development. It is a true privilege to be a part of this community, and over the next few months and years, I hope that together we can build a stronger connection with other organizations too. And yes, for those asking for the events and the sessions, we will be having a content writing session just after this, just after the event. And I would request all of you to join our Telegram group for the further updates. And I believe the Telegram link has been dropped in the chat box. So feel free to join there, ask your queries, and we'll update you with lots of upcoming events. And yes, we'll be having a content writing session just after the event, and you all can join there and participate. And the best content writer will get a shout out over LinkedIn and other social media platforms. So stay tuned. We'll be having four more such sessions, and feel free to join there. We will be explaining you all the things that you need to know for getting started with the cross-platform app development. So thank you, Mr. Ayush Kejriwal. Thanks to all the audiences for joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.